The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Sunflower Media Mint. Some programs might include strong images or language that might be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Godlow on the track.
Your new you isn't really you. You are listening to Be Hue by the new Hue.
Okay, back to the pod on a Thursday night, 10th of September. Well, we started a bit late for for tonight. It was supposed to be Reg on the show together with Geeta, of course, but Reg has some personal stuff to deal with, so I have to jump into the pod for tonight in replacement of Reg. But of course, Geeta's here. Welcome to BU. BU by the New You is one of the new shows that we have for this season, and BU is going to be tackling about the influencers, those personalities that we have online on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. Because the news is wherever as well, then we reach out to them for you guys to get to know them more. But before we introduce tonight's guest, kamustahin ko muna yung co-host ko dito. Gits, kamusta? Wala ka nung Unite eh.
Oo nga eh. Sorry I missed it. Pero sobrang na-miss ko kayo. And can I just say, it's so good to be back this season 2. And I think the new Hue is back stronger. Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. And yun nga,
Diba?
when we were planning the second season, 'di ba? Parang okay, we started season 1 that fast. Parang we had about 30 plus episodes. Tapos
Yeah.
Gita joined us in the middle eh. Tapos biglang we had fun and stuff. And then now, sabi ko when we were talking off season, parang okay, Gits, you guys need to have your own show.
And here we are.
And yes, so Gita and Reg every Thursday will be the ones anchoring Be Hue by the New
Shout
You.
out to Reg. We miss you. And see you next week.
Yeah, Reg, and stay safe there. Anyway, care to introduce your guest for tonight? It's
Anyway, I am so happy to introduce our guest for tonight. She is a very close friend of mine, and I want to thank her also for agreeing to be on the show, Miss, the one and only Chelsea Ronquillo.
welcome to the show, Charles.
Tayo lang yung audience, pero thank you so much for the invite, guys. And sana ma-enjoy nyo yung buong gabi. Since mag-uusap tayo about everything.
Sana ma-enjoy mo din, and I'm sure mag-enjoy tayo today.
Siyempre,
Okay, so to start, Chels, I just want to ask you, what have you been doing this lockdown? What have you been busy with?
actually, I've been busy with work. Well, ngayon na nag-start yung September and August, I've been busy with work. Pero aside from those months that I just said, wala akong masyadong ginagawa just to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID and lahat tayo mamamroblema if someone gets infected with the virus. Kaya it's better to be safe than sorry. That's why I stay home.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. And for everyone who's watching, we should all stay home as well. Hanggat sa hindi pa nakiklear up yung COVID, no?
That's true. That's why also we had Unite last weekend eh, 'di ba? Parang when we were planning that out, it's about asking the people to stay at home and us providing the entertainment for them to stay at home.
Yes,
It's good to hear
exactly.
from you, Chelsea, that well, as an influencer, you also have that social responsibility to your followers to really inform them and encourage them to do what's good.
Of course.
That's true. Okay, so Chels, as everyone's watching here, I'm sure pag kilala ka nila, everyone knows na you are a very good singer. Or can I say great singer? Grabe. I just want to ask pala, do you still continue writing songs?
Actually, I haven't been writing music.
Mhm.
Most of dahil hindi ako inspired.
Get
Pero,
naman.
ayun naman. Pero I've written a couple of songs over the quarantine. Kaso hindi ko siya matapos-tapos. May missing piece.
Mm.
I was about to ask nga pala kasi na how do you stay inspired? So maybe I'll just change the question na what do you think can you draw strength from or draw inspiration from amidst everything that's happening during this lockdown?
I think with everything that's been happening to everyone since the start of the lockdown, feeling ko naman yung magiging inspiration ko when it comes to writing music or when it comes to talking about life in general,
Mm-mm.
I think would probably be yung hindi natin nakikita yung loved ones natin masyado.
Yeah, that's true.
Just happy. And I feel like one of my friends just told me recently that COVID is actually a mental battle, and I couldn't agree more with him. It's mostly because we haven't been seeing yung ibang sides ng family natin, yung mga taong mahal natin, hindi natin sila nakikita. And yung pinaka nangyayari this COVID is that people break apart. They don't actually stay together. What happens is, since nga nagkakahiwalay couple of months or maybe even more, yung nangyayari is, nawawalan na lang sila ng communication. So I guess that's gonna be my inspiration the next time I go looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And it's so important also to stay connected even if we can't see each other. That's why I guess we started this pod,
Yeah.
diba? So we can
That's true.
communicate more with people and connect more. So I hope na we really don't lose our connection with family talaga. Especially family, of course.
Well, maganda na nasabi ni Chelsea about communication. No? I mean, the communication portion in this challenge, in this setup, the pandemic itself, it's something na, to be honest, no, I mean, alam niya naman ba, magkakaiba tayo ng generations. If this happened in my generation, can you just imagine that? I mean, a place where internet is not available. At least right now, we have this technology. At
Yeah.
least right now, we have the internet to support the communication. So I think it
Yeah.
it boils down as well to the people, to the person. Like this one, how Gita and the rest of the gang is trying to communicate or reach out to the world outside, to your friends. It depends on the person kung gusto mo bang i-maintain yung communication na yon. It's an open line or what? Or just let it pass by like or fade like what Chelsea said.
And can I just say, I think we've all had that um phase during this lockdown. Now we just wanted to be alone. We just wanted to
Yes.
be
Yes.
secluded from other people. But it gets to a point na parang, wait lang. I
Mm-mm.
think I miss the outside world. I think I miss my
Oo.
friends. Diba? So what about you, Chels? Like, did you have that phase na you just didn't want to talk to anyone first for a while?
I actually had that phase. I had that phase no March to May siguro, start of May. And then I started to realize na, okay, dun sa span na kinuha ko for my alone time or time for myself,
Mm.
ang dami ko na-realize. Kasi, you know how people would tell you na you're gonna start realizing so much things when you're alone. And when you start talking to people,
That's
yung
true.
mga ma-realize mo talaga, iba siya as compared to being with someone, as compared to hanging out with your friends. It's so different when you're alone because you can always meditate. Tapos you can stay safe pa, you can always take care of yourself and everything in between. Kaya for me, ayun, hindi ko marami talaga akong experience. This time, ginusto ko mag-isa.
Yeah, I think that time na same tayo eh. The first part of the lockdown, it was really, syempre at first everything was changing, diba? But looking back, I can say na it was so healthy for each and every one of us who took that time to be alone and took that time to reflect on things na I really think it opened a lot of um eyes and ears more pa to what's real and what's not. And diba, we got to see talaga what the world really is.
Yeah, true.
Especially with ourselves lang. So, that's good naman.
But Chelsea, going back to your songwriting. I mean kanina nabanggit mo nga, 'di ba? It's hard to really find inspiration during this lockdown. But honestly, I've talked to some of the artists as well. Doon sila humuhugot. I mean, alam nila yung syempre, 'di ba, iba naman hindi lahat ng songs is on a positive note eh. Then yung iba naman, they pick up the negative pieces and then convert into something positive or different. Magkakaiba ng artist yan, magkakaiba ng timpla yan, kumbaga, sa inyo eh. But,
It's kung hugot, marami sa Chelsea niya.
doon na nga ako papunta. So,
Hindi, joke. Go. Tanong mo na.
so, I mean, in terms of the inspiration or yung pinaka, it's hard to get that musical inspiration right now. Pero as an artist, it doesn't really stop naman eh. Is there any point in this? Well, we are still in the pandemic right now. Pero yung tipong nagkaroon ka ng chance na siguro kahit tatambay ako sa bubong ng bahay, makapagsulat lang ako or pupunta ako sa kung saang kanto, sa labas, makaamoy lang ako ng hangin sa labas para makakuha ako ng inspiration. Parang, yung tipong kahit makakita ako ng halaman, susulat ako ng kanta. Kasi gusto ko magsulat ng kanta. Nagkaroon ka ba ng mga ganong moment in this lockdown?
Aba, syempre, kailangan yata meron tayong mga sad moments na tipo ka sa bubong, tas pag upo mo sa bubong, ay, sino ba nasa utak ko ngayon? Ay!
Kaya related.
Pero para sa akin kasi, feeling ko, if there were another inspiration for me this lockdown, it's probably over a breakup. Or if not a breakup, siguro heartbreak. Ganun. Simple things. Alam niyo na, kapag nag-start yung COVID, wala na tayong magagawa eh. It's either you care about yourself or you start caring about someone else. And for the betterment of everyone, you should always start caring about yourselves rather than someone else. Diba?
I agree.
Hey!
Preach. That's so true. That's so true. Because yes, you can find inspiration wherever you go, pero the greatest inspiration that you can find is within you. I
Yourself.
believe that.
Yes.
I believe that with all my heart. So anyway, I want to ask also a different question to you, Chels. Tigilan natin yung hugot na yan kasi strong tayo dito. Joke lang. But going back pa rin to the pandemic and all, how everything has changed, how did your long-term goals change? Or maybe kahit short-term goals? Like, marami ka bang mga businesses na plan or whatever? Can you tell us more about your plans?
Actually, yung nangyari kasi with my supposed business is that before COVID, dapat mag-ooperate na yung naging business ko, which is the gasoline station. Tapos yung nangyari, yun nga nag-start yung COVID, so nahirapan sila magtayo ng mga
Yeah.
construction sila. Pero syempre, dahil nga sa COVID, kailangan namin sila patigilin kasi pag hindi, sila yung di magiging safe, which we also care about their safety. So what happened was, ayun, kinailangan namin siya i-extend until umabot siya at this point, which matatapos na rin naman siya sooner or later. Pero inuuna pa rin namin yung safety ng mga tao. Kaya yun, with that, nag-stop yung business ko from there. And then, we're planning to continue it by probably the end of this year, or if not, probably the start of next year. And with the second one naman, game over. So, over naman, kinailangan din namin mag-stop since the start of MECQ and ECQ. So, ayun, also for the safety of everyone else, para lang walang magdamay-damay just in case someone has COVID or di natin alam sino nagdadala ng mga virus. Ayun, pero aside from that, I'm really happy with what I'm doing right now kasi hindi lang naman to about myself, but it's also about the other people. And of course, knowing that they're safe is what makes me happy.
Yeah. And I know you to be such a family person. And I think now, na COVID, sobrang you really have so much more time with your family amid everything that's happening, no?
Super saya.
That's good. That's good.
Mukha naman, naririnig namin yung baso. Mukha namang masaya.
Ano ininom mo dyan?
Wala.
Go, Gits, go.
So,
Si Randy Yema is saying, hi, Chels. And he is the first commenter siya. Pati si Juan Pedro Avila says, hi, Kronks. So, hi ka naman sa kanila.
Hi, guys. Yan, si Dan Diema, lagi kong kausap yan sa Instagram na ko. Kinukulit ako niyan. Pero kinukulit ko rin siya, syempre. Hindi naman ko kinukulit. For the other one, hello to you. Nice meeting you. And thanks for watching the live with New You.
Yes, thank you for watching.
And then this is what's good, I think, when Gita and Reg and I were planning about Be Hue, we were talking about how good the influencer scene has been for the past few months or years, maybe, I guess. But it's way different when you see the pictures and to hear and get to know the person more. And that's why we started this show, to really showcase the influencers and get to know that person behind the photos. Kasi diba? The photos doesn't talk. And right now you're seeing Chelsea Ronquillo on the pod. being just herself, di ba? Ganyan siya kakulit.
Chelsea in the
Wala
flesh.
no.
Yeah, but me personally, how I know Chelsea, of course, I know her personally. So when I see her post on Instagram, she's very real, she's very authentic. And syempre, pag sa Finsta, mas kilala ko pa din siya, di ba? Pero sa atin lang yun. But yeah, it's really nice to have different personalities here on the pod, especially yung mga influencers na kilala na a lot of people want to get to know also. Kaya for our pilot, Chel, sobrang honored kami to have you.
Yeah,
Super.
I'm so honored to be here if that's the case.
I wanna ask one more, Jels. I mean, syempre, kanina we've been talking about influencers having that social responsibility with your followers. Of course, we know for a fact that, yun nga, the pandemic, that's what you mentioned kanina, it's more on a mental battle as well. How do you deal with it? I mean, di ba, parang, ikaw, wherever you are locked up right now, how do you deal with this pandemic mentally, in a mental state?
I guess the first step to being positive with everything that's been happening to us is you stay positive as well. And for me naman, the only reason why I feel like I can handle everything. Oh, sorry. The only reason why I feel like I've been able to handle everything is because syempre naiisip ko pa rin na ayun nga, kailangan natin maging positive despite everything. Tapos minsan nagkakaroon ako ng anxiety attacks. Like today, I had one anxiety attack. Tapos inisip ko na lang, yung problema ko ba, mas malaki ba siya sa problema ng iba? Eh kapag naiisip ko na lahat ng tao may pinoproblema sila, maski iba-iba. Yung iba
True.
mas malaki. So, lagi ko tinatry i-weigh lahat ng bagay. Lagi ko siyang tinatry i-balance
Mm.
out. And
Mm.
I'm not able to. Then, kasalanan ko yun. Ako yung simulan ng pagiging malungkot ko. So, lagi ko iniisip na, ba't di na lang isipin mo na yung problema mo, sobrang liit na problema lang yun as compared to what other people are having problems with.
Very
Kaya,
true.
feeling ko talaga, kaya ko naman i-handle lahat ng mga situation na nararating ko ngayon.
I
Either
know kaya mo yan.
positive. Ayun, kaya nga eh. Kasi yung mga ganyan pa, like, some of my friends, yeah, I'm not able to see them talaga. As in, matagal bago ko sila makita, matagal bago ko sila din makita.
Mm.
Mga ganyan, as in, when you give other people positive feedbacks about what they think or how they feel,
Mm.
that's positive din sila. Kaya you should always bring out the positivity within everyone you're close to.
That's
That's
so true. You
Yeah.
know, um, one of the things that I've learned in life, syempre we all have our bad days, diba?
Oo naman.
Pero when I'm having a bad day, I cannot project, not naman sa cannot, because our feelings are valid. Everyone's
True.
emotions here are valid. You can feel whatever you want. Pero I realized na to be able to pass on the good vibes, parang even if you're having a bad day, be the source of encouragement of another. Parang don't spoil their day by bringing your spoiled day to them. 'Di ba? Parang hindi naman sa sayo na lang yun, pero it's what you bring out to the world eh. Kasi whatever you bring out, pwede mo rin ipasok sa'yo. Diba? So
Exactly.
whatever you're feeling inside, ako syempre, I'm very spiritual, I pray. I pray about it all the time. Pero yung ilalabas ko sa mga tao, parang hindi pwede negative yung malabas ko sa kanila. Hindi pwede na bad vibes yung makuha nila from me.
Tama.
Always good. Diba?
Tama. I remember when we first guest Gita on the pod last season, we were talking about this stuff. How, di ba, kumbaga, yung mga I mean, people will really throw trash at us. Kahit naman kanina eh. But always
Yeah.
focus on those guys, on those people that's bringing in the positive energy to you. Kasi sila yung mas mahalaga. And it is actually, it boils down to that one person, even on whatever you do. Chelsea's music, the podcast that we're doing, or someone else's painting out there, or whatever craft any person is doing, as long as you have that one believer in you, as long as you have that one person supporting you,
Inspire.
inspiring you, or keeps, nai-inspire, tuloy mo. Yeah. There's no reason for you to not perform at 100%.
Yeah.
Anyway, patutugtugin mo ba si Chelsea?
Okay. To close.
Mukha namang hindi siya prepared, di ba?
Sana naman din ako, kilala ko yan, always prepared yan,
Ay, kaya nga,
guys.
di
If
ba?
kilala you si Chelsea, always prepared
Buti
yan.
talaga nandito yung friend ko, no? Sobrang support siya, sabi niya, kaya mo yan, kaya mo yan.
Diba?
Kakabanggit lang natin ng one person that always believes, di ba? Tsaka yung nagsusupport. May kasama ka dyan.
Diba?
Oo.
Dahil sa kanya,
So, Chelsea, if you would, sana you can play for us kung okay lang sa'yo.
Siyempre, mukha kaming hindi namimilit, di ba?
Hindi kami namimilit, pero please.
Ayan na. Guys, so ito na nga pala yung
Here, madam.
Thank you, ma'am, sir.
Chelsea, I wanna ask before you play, who are your musical influences?
Probably Lainey. Si Lainey, napipili ko yung kanta niya kasi lahat masakit eh.
Grabe.
hindi talaga ito palalagpasin. Gagawa ka ng playlist for you mood. Gusto na.
Game of dyan.
Maybe a hugot playlist.
Hugot na lang
Maraming
sa
makarelate.
hugot sa akin na. Hugot. Ooh!
Oy! Okay na.
May name na yung playlist mo agad. Wow.
Meron.
Watch out for that, guys.
So, Chels, would you be playing an original or one of your favorite? Okay, or maybe a song that inspires you this quarantine? Ikaw bahala. It's your choice.
Ito kasi si Zed, sabi niya sa akin, kantahin ko daw yung Marry Me. Wala naman yata akong mapapakasalan.
Aga pa eh.
Aga pa.
Ito na lang. Sige.
So let's give it up for Miss Chelsea Ronquillo. Game.
Okay, this song actually, sobrang favorite ko siya. Hindi dahil sawi ako, pero favorite ko siyang kantahin sa lahat ng tao. Sandali na maaari pang pagbigyan at ayos na maaari pang hawakan ang iyong kamay. Sana ay maabot mo lang ang iyong mga titig. Sana ay masigit. Huwag kang mag-alala. Di ko ipipil sa'yo kahit na lilipad. Ang isip ko'y tulad mo sa'yo. Kanta Zat! Ilang gabi pang tayo'y pinagtagpo. Na parang may tumulak na lalamig at hininig na ako. Akala ko nung may bukas ang ganito. Mabuti pang umiiwas, pero salamat na rin na natagpo.
Wow.
Sa'yo. Oh.
Thank you so much, Chels, for that.
Grabe naman yun. Parang sarap ma-in love.
Kasi ako in love eh. Paano ba yan?
Parang ang sarap biglang ma-in love today.
Sana all may kinakainlaban.
True. Pero wow, Chelsea. Ako, matagal na akong fan. Your voice is beautiful. And hearing you,
Love you so much.
love you also. Sobrang thank you as in.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, okay. To wrap things up, for those who missed this episode, afterwards we'll be uploading this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, and you can catch this live pod on YouTube, and of course sa Facebook pa rin namin. So the new you again, once again, it has this Be You by the New You every Thursday with Reg and Gita. Okay, so ngayon extra lang ako dito gawa ng wala si Reg. So this
Thank you, H, by the way. Thank you for filling in for Red.
Yeah, thank you so much also kasi nag-enjoy ako. If wala ka, of course, kulang yung enjoyment natin.
Diba? It's very,
chill lang yan, chill vibes lang yan. But anyway,
And Charles, may kita mo ulit si H sa new mood.
yeah, Umud is tomorrow. Umud is tomorrow with Renee Dominique. We'll have her playlist tomorrow. We will be launching it, Road Trip. So I think medyo nakakabiyahe-biyahe naman na ngayon eh. So yeah, may sense na for that. So there's a lot of things happening with the new you. Well, before we bid goodbye for tonight, just want to update everyone. So we just started our second season right now. Yeah, we have Chelsea Ronquillo right now for Be Hue by the new you. Yesterday we had M na lang talaga. Ang hirap banggitin ng pangalan niya. We had M last night with preview for Luciano's Bakery. So you can catch these episodes on Spotify afterwards, like what I said. And then tomorrow, Renee Dominique. Next week, we will be back, of course, with a new set of lineup. You can check it out on our website. It's www.thenewuph.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any whatever social media platform there is, because the new is everywhere. For next week, we'll have people from Dominican Republic and Milan for the new trend. So that's for preview. We'll have McCoy Dubs for BeHue next week. Okay. And we'll have Katsi Lee launching her playlist for Umud. So, Chelsea, thank you. Thank you for joining us for tonight.
Much for inviting me.
And we will
Thank you so much, Chels.
we will be looking forward for You Got playlist. So pinangalanan mo na kanina. So
Grabe naman, ang sakit na na. Yun agad.
Gita, anything else to say?
I just want to say thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, H, for tonight. And a lot of things are happening with the new Hue. So stay tuned for this new season because we are back.
Yes.
Definitely. The gang is back. The crew is back. Still black and white. All the shows within the new you, the monochrome network is still in black and white. All black and white. Always straightforward. And of course, always your new you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.